What's up, Nerf Nation? I'm Naptown Nerf, and this is an unboxing and review of the Nerf N-strike Elite Hyperfire. Let's see what the box has to say here. So we got ranges of 90 feet and 27 meters if you live outside the United States. Fastest motorized Nerf dart blaster. Fires 5 darts a second. Yeah, looks pretty sweet. This guy looks like he's having a good time. Let's check out the back of the box. Comes with a 25 round drum and 25 elite darts. As we know, fully motorized, 5 darts a second. Says 45% of your shots will go between 85 feet and 98 feet. And that's 25 to 29 meters. And then 55% of your shots are going to go less than 85 feet, which is 25 meters. So yeah, we're going to need 4 D batteries to get this guy going. And I'll unbox it, get the 4 D batteries, and we'll do a little firing test. Alright guys, let's crack into this thing. There she be. That's what the inside looks like. Instructions. I don't think we need those. Hopefully not. Should be pretty simple. We got our 25 elite darts. Got our magazine. And we got our blaster. Nice. Alright, welcome back, guys. Alright, so it's nice, you know, I like it. It's very, I feel like before we got the batteries, I haven't put the batteries in yet, but the weight feels evenly distributed. Let's put the magazine in here. So when you get the magazine, obviously it's going to be a little heavy, and then I think when you get the batteries in there, it's going to be nice. I really like the size of it. Like, yeah, it's, in my opinion, it's like the perfect size. The stock length is nice. It's, you know, not too long, not too short. And then I like this grip area here for your hand. And I know a lot of people don't really care for the look of this blaster, but I think it's pretty cool, honestly. I like that it doesn't look like a normal gun. It looks a little more, I don't know if I want to, it's not, I wouldn't say sci-fi, but it's just different, and I like different. I really do like the tiger print that they've done on this. They've gone away from that digit camo kind of a thing and gone with a tiger print on this, and that's really cool in my opinion. I would have liked them to put a few more tactical rails on here. Like they definitely could have thrown one on each side of the blaster. They definitely could have done that. But yeah, the only tactical rail you have is up here. You got lots of sling points. One here, one here, one here, one here. So yeah, lots of sling points. I like that it comes with a 25 round drum. That's pretty cool. One thing I noticed actually, let me pop this guy out of here. So when to release the magazine on this, it's a little different. You have to push this button here, and it comes right out, just like that. So that's pretty sweet that it just drops out. One thing I noticed is I'm pretty sure they sent me with 25 darts, but I think you could put 26 in this thing. I might have to test that out later. So I'm pretty sure I put all the ones they gave me in here, so there's definitely room for one more in there. So just a little side note. Yeah. Pretty sweet. My one negative on the blaster is definitely this grip. I wouldn't say it's terrible. It's just okay in my opinion. Yeah, this part right here gets in the way a little bit of the palm of your hand, and I mean, I think they could have just, I mean, I wish they would have just moved this down to here. If they would have just put this here, I think it would have been fine. I don't know why they had to put it up here. I'm not sure. Like, so, for example, I brought my Raven out, and it's a similar design, but this is a much bigger hole, and this works so much better. Like, you can get your whole palm in there, so it's behind the grip there, and I mean, that is just a lot more comfortable. And even this is not the most comfortable grip to me. Like, I still think that this gets in the way a little bit, but it's so much better than this. This just, I mean, it just gets in the way a lot, and so you're holding the blaster like this. If you can see, you're holding the blaster out like, kind of like this, instead of behind it like this. You just can't, you know, so, I mean, honestly, I guess if you have really little hands, it might be a little bit better, but I don't think it's a size of the hand issue, to be honest. So, I mean, I'm sure some people they'll be fine just because it doesn't bother them, and so it'll be personal preference. But yeah, that's just one thing that I don't really love. The new mag release, that's nice. So you just go whoop, and it just comes right out. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, overall sweet blaster. I'm gonna stick some batteries in it, and we'll go outside for a little firing test. Those were 25 Elite darts. This is 18 FVJ darts. The belt seemed to not like that at first, but then it worked fine. They are significantly shorter in full auto anyways than the Elite darts. And now we'll try 18 Koosh darts. Those seem to work okay. Alright, range test. Try to get some flat and some angled. There's 26 Elite darts in here. We'll do a little bit semi-auto and then full auto. Okay, some angled ones. And let's do some full auto. I thought the ranges were varied. When you were at full auto, the ranges were pretty lacking. So flat full auto, probably about 40 feet. And then flat semi-auto, either shooting one or maybe like a 2-dart burst. It seemed to do okay with the 2-dart burst. I would say it was probably maybe about 10 feet further, so about average 50 feet. And then when you went to the angled shots, that's when I really think it gets, you know, advertised ranges. When you go to an angled shot, it's getting close to 100 feet ranges when you shoot like a nice angle there. So so yeah, I think that when Nerf advertises its ranges, obviously it's thinking that you're shooting on an angle, which is harder to hit your target. You lose accuracy when you're shooting like this, obviously, but you gain range, obviously. And I definitely think that this is quite a bit more accurate than a rapid strike. So the tilted flywheels that they have in here really help with accuracy, at least in stock form, with Elite darts. This will fit 26 darts. So just something to note. Thought that's kind of cool. And had no trouble firing it when it had 26 darts in it. This blaster definitely prefers Elite darts, at least in stock form. They went probably 5 to 10 feet further than Koosh or FVJ, and the Koosh and FVJs were going about the same ranges. One thing also I noticed about the FVJ darts when I had it in my 18 dart clip, it didn't really like a full clip, at least with the, or magazine, whatever you want to call it. It didn't like, the FVJ darts are a little thicker, so I think because there was so much force from the spring, and it's a little over full when it has a full 18 darts in there. The pusher Mech, which is this, I'll show you guys this. It's a belt system, which is very new. Let's see if we can get in focus, maybe. Anyway, there's a belt system here. Okay, there we go. And there's like two little lips, and that's what catches the darts and pushes them into the flywheels. So I would say that this system, from my few days of testing, is not quite as reliable as the pusher Mech from a Rapid Strike. I definitely feel like at this point in time I prefer that. I also feel like this could have issues with different types of darts, and then also I think it'll especially have trouble when you have worn darts. I was pretty much using new darts. All the darts were new when I first started testing with them, and obviously I shot them a few times, but none of them were through like a war, you know, scenario where you're going to have dirty darts and very worn darts. So that's something to note. That could be a problem with it picking up the lip of the dart and pushing it into the flywheels. Obviously, when you're using D batteries, regular alkaline D batteries, or any kind of alkaline battery for that matter, any flywheel blaster has a really hard time keeping up. After you put one dart through, it really bogs down on those flywheels, and the next dart that goes through loses a lot of range. So when you're using any sort of, either this or the Rapid Strike in my opinion, in stock form, you just lose a ton of range when you go to full auto, or when you try to fire really quickly with a striker or something like that when you're using stock batteries. When you put this onto a LiPo, that problem will pretty much fix itself, and it'll do much better at full auto on a LiPo, or upgraded batteries for that matter, but especially a LiPo. Yeah, so I mean, I really like it. I still feel like the grip's a little uncomfortable, but I do think you kind of will get used to it after using the blaster. I would like to use it for, I mean, I've used it for a few days, but I haven't used it for like hours on end, like in a war or an HVZ event. So I could see maybe that you could possibly get some cramping issues in that kind of a situation, but I really don't know. I'd have to use it for multiple hours on end. I did want to use this for a few days though, to give you guys an honest review, and to give you the best review I was capable of. So yeah, I think this is a pretty sweet blaster. I definitely would recommend it. It's retails for right around 50 United States dollars. Right now it's available on Walmart.com, and I believe it's possibly available on Amazon, but you're going to be paying a little more on Amazon right now for it, because I don't think Amazon is selling it themselves yet. And I'll try to link a buy link in the description. But I really like this blaster, and highly recommend it. And with that, guys, I just want to say thanks for watching, and Nerf on. Peace out.